For most of human history, man's greatest threat wasn't war. It was raising another man's child without knowing it. There was no DNA tests, hospitals, birth records. If a woman slept with multiple men, there was no way to be sure whose offspring she carried. They have some estimates that as high as 40% of birthed kids were not the actual biological fathers. So anthropologists call this paternity uncertainty, and it shaped nearly every male mating behavior over about a 200,000 year evolution. And this is ultimately what birthed mate garden. So men develop what scientists call mate garden behavior, things like jealousy, possessiveness, even social rules around female sexuality. It wasn't about control at first. It was about protecting bloodline integrity, making sure time, energy, resources went to their own genetic legacy. Because there was a point in time where every man did not get to reproduce. And the scientific basis in evolutionary biology, this is linked to parental investment theory, an idea by Robert Trivers. Because women are always certain of maternity, but men aren't, many evolved to be more sexually protective of partners. And these behaviors ultimately were culturally reinforced. Over centuries, it got baked into culture, laws, religions, customs that guarded women's sexuality, chastity rituals. Even marriage itself were partly social systems designed to guarantee paternity. Examples are in ancient Mesopotamia, adultery was punished by death, not because of morality, but because inheritance depended on knowing the father. Genetic legacy was survival. So we fast forward today, and even though we have paternity tests, birth control, and open societies, our biology still runs on ancient software. And this is some of the things that fuel when men argue or have this desire around body count. What they're really expressing is an ancient algorithm trying to ensure paternity certainty in a world where it's no longer necessary to go that route in order to do that. The obsession isn't new. Again, it's prehistoric, and the challenge for men today isn't to erase the instinct, I think, but to be aware and evolve, to know the difference between protecting what's yours or operating with programming that's thousands of years old. And I think if we know the difference, the first step is like when you bring something to consciousness, now you can begin evolving how you want to actually express that, moving forward. So I found it pretty interesting.